This ultra savory and cheesy chicken dish takes boring chicken breasts and makes them tasty and delectable. It pairs perfectly with some garlicky green beans for a simple, flavorful weeknight dinner. We'll kick things off by cutting the root and stem end off of an onion. Make sure to get all that onion paper off as well. And then we will cut it in half from pole to pole. And then cut nice thin slices from pole to pole as well. Once you get about halfway through, flip the onion around and cut thin slices from the other way. This is known as Frenching, and it's where the dish French onion soup gets its name. Fun fact. Anyways, get those into a large skillet. You want 2 large yellow onions worth. Add in a couple tablespoons of olive oil and season with salt and pepper, and cook those over medium to medium-low heat for about 15 to 20 minutes. Drop in some fresh or dried thyme along the way. We want to cook these slowly and start to caramelize them. After about 20 minutes, I'm going to drop in a couple tablespoons of butter. This is basically once they're getting a little bit of brown and dark color on them, but they're not fully caramelized. I'll also add in a couple tablespoons of all-purpose flour along with that butter and stir until that flour is thoroughly combined. Next up, we're going to progressively add a few tablespoons of beef broth at a time, adding in 1.5 cups total. This is going to make a nice liquid base for our French onion chicken to cook in. Finally, we're going to add in a couple tablespoons of dark soy sauce. That's optional. You could use some Gravy Master or regular soy sauce if you don't have it, but it does add a nice salty umami flavor and of course a great dark color to our French onion chicken base. Next up, I'm adding in about 1.5 pounds of chicken breasts, 3 to 4. Seasoning those with salt and pepper and popping them into a 375-degree oven until they are almost cooked through, at which point we're going to pull them out and top them with some freshly grated Gruyere cheese. Pop them under the broiler until it is a golden brown, bubbling pan of deliciousness such as this. We'll garnish with some chives, and while that cools off, I'm going to grab some green beans in a bag. These are a great, quick way to make a side dish. Just microwave them per package directions. Add some olive oil to a skillet over medium-high heat. Shake in some red pepper flakes and then add in those microwave green beans. They're pretty much cooked here, so we're just going to toss them in that peppery oil. Add in a little bit of freshly grated garlic. Season with salt and pepper and stir around in that nice hot oil until they are slightly blistered. At which point we can set them aside or plate them up alongside a chicken breast and plenty of that delicious umami-packed French onion sauce. We'll go ahead and go in for a cross section here. Perfectly cooked chicken. Chicken breasts don't have a ton of flavor on their own, but man, when you cover them in onions and thyme and beef stock and soy sauce, tons of great flavors in there. And of course that cheese just ties everything together in the best possible way. Super savory and rich. They pair really well with nice green vegetables such as these spicy garlicky green beans. They still have just the slightest bite to them because we didn't overcook them. This is a really great weeknight meal. Comes together in about 40 to 45 minutes and has great depth of flavor. Really hope you give it a try. Pair it with any vegetable or side dish of your liking, but at the very least, go make something delicious.